He didn't plan to change medicine, but one small accident in his lab saved millions of lives around the world. This is the story of Alexander Fleming, the man who discovered the first antibiotic, penicillin. Alexander Fleming was born in 1881 in a small farm in Scotland. He was quiet, curious, and loved nature. He spent his childhood exploring the countryside, watching animals and insects, and wondering how life worked. His teachers noticed his sharp mind, and he later won a scholarship to study medicine in London. He said, "One sometimes finds what one is not looking for," and that would soon come true in his life. After finishing his studies, Fleming became a doctor and researcher. He worked at St. Mary's Hospital in London, where he studied how infections spread and how the body fights germs. At that time, there were no antibiotics. Even a small cut or infection could be deadly. Fleming wanted to find a way to help the body fight bacteria safely. In 1928, something amazing happened, by accident. Fleming was working with bacteria called Staphylococcus. He left some Petri dishes on his desk and went away for a 2-week vacation. When he returned, he noticed something strange. One of the dishes had grown a mold, and around the mold, the bacteria had completely disappeared. He looked closer and realized the mold was killing the bacteria. That mold was called Penicillium notatum. Fleming tested it further and found that it could destroy many harmful bacteria without harming human cells. He had discovered penicillin, the world's first antibiotic. Fleming knew this was important, but he didn't have the tools or resources to turn it into a medicine. He wrote papers about it and continued his research quietly. Years later, other scientists, Howard Florey and Ernst Chain, read his work and helped develop penicillin into a real drug. During World War II, penicillin was used to treat wounded soldiers and stop deadly infections. It saved countless lives. Soon, penicillin became available worldwide. Diseases that once killed millions, like pneumonia, scarlet fever, and blood infections, could now be cured. Fleming, Florey, and Chain were awarded the Nobel Prize in Medicine in 1945 for this life-changing discovery. Fleming warned people, though, to use antibiotics carefully. He said, "The misuse of penicillin could lead to resistant bacteria." His words were wise, and still true today. Even after becoming famous, Alexander Fleming stayed humble. He continued working in his small laboratory, teaching young scientists and searching for new ways to help humanity. He once said, "I have been frequently asked if my discovery was the result of chance. I can only reply that, of course it was. But chance favors only the prepared mind." Alexander Fleming died in 1955 at the age of 73. He never became rich, but his discovery became one of the greatest in medical history. Because of him, millions of people have lived longer, healthier lives. From a curious boy on a Scottish farm to the scientist who discovered penicillin, Alexander Fleming proved that even a small accident can become a miracle when you are curious enough to notice it. He didn't just find a medicine, he gave the world the power to heal. Thank you for listening. If this story inspired you, please like, share, and subscribe for more simple stories about people who changed the world.